This is Darshana Gauchen with your B2B Cambodia Market update for July 23, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 0.95 points or 0.23% and closed at 405.41. Total trade volume was down with 53,717 shares changing hands at a total value of 260 million real or over $65,000. On the main board, 4 stocks were up. Leading the market was Pestec Cambodia, up 1.15% or 30 real to 2,650 real per share, followed by MJQ Education, which was up 0.50% or 10 real to 2,000 real per share. The other 2 stocks up were Clada Bank and Cam GSM. On the downside, Grand Twins International dropped 1.32% or 80 real to 6,000 real per share, followed by Sinagville Autonomous Port, which was down 0.49% or 60 real to 12,100 real per share. Meanwhile, Royal Group Phnom Penh SCZ, Phnom Penh Autonomous Port, and Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority remained flat. Over on the growth board, JS Land was up 0.72% or 20 real to 2,790 real per share, while DBD Engineering remained flat at 2,020 real per share. MJQ Education recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 17,107 shares changing hands at a total value of 34 million real or over $8,500, approximately 32% of Wednesday's trade volume. Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 15,644 shares changing hands at a total value of 96.7 million real or over $24,000, about 29% of July 23rd's trade volume. In other market news, Clada Bank announced its second coupon payment for 2025 for its subordinated bond. A total of over $1.7 million was transferred to investors' accounts on July 23rd, with Clada Bank acting as the payment agent. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD was stable at 4,008 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was slightly down to 97.43. Looking at global commodities, oil prices were steady on Wednesday after falling for 3 consecutive sessions as a US tariff deal with Japan improved global trade sentiment. Brent crude futures were down 12 cents or 0.2% at 68.47 US dollars a barrel. US West Texas Intermediate crude futures were down 14 cents or 0.2% at 65.17 US dollars per barrel. Gold prices fell as a US-Japan trade deal announced by President Donald Trump lifted risk appetite, while a rebound in the dollar and treasury yields added further pressure. Spot gold was down 0.2% at 3,423.08 US dollars per ounce after hitting its highest point since June 16th earlier in the session. US gold futures also slipped 0.2% to 3,435.90 US dollars. S&P 500 futures inched higher early Wednesday after President Donald Trump announced the US had reached a trade deal with Japan. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, futures linked to the broad market index were up 0.24%, while Dow Jones Industrial Average futures added 133 points or 0.3%. Nasdaq 100 futures were up 0.1%. This was Darshana Gauchen with your B2B Cambodia Market update for July 23rd.